Put me on the pole, baby.
There you go, man. 30.2, man. I'm way off the pace in these things. What'd you do?
I don't know, 16-1 and 16-1 and 59 and technique, I reckon.
Uh-huh.
What's the weather supposed to be like at Charlotte and Indy tomorrow? Do you know?
I don't know about Indy, but Charlotte's going to rain the next 2 days, it looks like.
Oh, same old crap.
Yep.
Well, at least I got Monday off in case they move it to then.
Yeah, so do I. But yeah, I think it's like a 90% chance of rain again unless they changed it.
Gotcha. Sorry about that. Rolled right through you. Well, that Petty Blue sure looks good.
Yep. Alrighty, so what do I need to do here? Okay. So I was messing with the settings in my stream. Stream stopped. I had to restart it.
Oh.
I don't know if it was from messing with it or what.
I read somewhere, did you know that the number 65 has never led a lap in a NASCAR race?
Has never led a lap?
Never led a lap.
I have not heard of that.
Let me see. Might have been a poll. Let me make sure I'm right on that. What numbers never led a lap in NASCAR? '63 is the only number never to finish on the lead lap. 63 is the only number to never finish on the lead lap.
Never finished on the lead lap in NASCAR.
That's what this is saying right here. Let's see. The 5 least used numbers, the 03, it's only got 138 races on it. The 58 only has 134, last used by Hut Strickland. The 08, only 117 races, used by Terry Labonte in 2009. The 69, only 106 races. The 65, only 96 races. 65 hasn't been used since 1992. I was going to try to find the number that's the least winningest of all and adopt that as my number.
Okay.
The 24 had a little prior history prior to Jeff Gordon.
Yeah.
What is that about the 65? 79 has also never finished on the lead lap. Neither has 63 as the only number to never finish on the lead lap.
Wow. That's crazy.
79 has also never finished on the lead lap, but has had 3 top 5s. So I guess you could have a top 5 and be a lap down.
I guess so.
The most recent was in 1974. The 79 was 8 laps down at Riverside and 5th in a 35-car field. That's 21 miles behind the leader.
Wow.
I felt that way sometimes.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Well, I guess I got sound like I got my volume figured out.
Good. Good. Now you get to the racing.
Yeah, so I got I found some speed too. I'm down 30.5.
There you go.
Because I was dragging the brake just a little bit to save tires,
Right.
and so now I'm not. So obviously I can't do that in the race, but to qualify, I guess I can.
Yeah.
Just not
You don't want it to porpoise and roll left and right. If you keep the car flat with a little bit of brake, just enough to keep it from for bouncing all around. I think that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Because as long as you're rolling around on 3 tires, you ain't doing nothing.
Might as well be on a tricycle.
Right. You can't have 3 patches of tire and think you're gonna go fast around a turn.
Well, I'm happy to have you over here, Eric.
I'm happy to be here.
Glad
I was
you
getting
joined.
lonely.
07.
Well, that's a good time. We'll get into something. I know you and John have been tearing it up. He's been helping a lot.
Yeah, he has helped me a lot. It just, let's see, last Saturday night, we tried pitch strategy again with fuel.
Uh-huh.
And we're set up for at least a top 10, maybe a top 5. And a caution came out that we didn't want and just screwed everything up. And so I ended up 22nd.
Feel like you're not even moving anywhere forward. It's always something.
Yeah. So
but you know what? I don't want it to be easy. I don't want to be like Cody, and that'll be no fun winning them. I don't ever hope I never get that good.
Right. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I'd like to be a top 10 finisher every time and be respected in the league for how I drive.
013.
Of course, Cody's a good driver. Those guys are all respectful.
Yeah. I want to be where if I end up with a podium, it's a big deal.
Right,
Or
exactly.
a win, it's a really big deal. Like if you just podium every week, I see what you're saying. You know,
I wouldn't be in a league where I
easy.
won all the time. I wouldn't do that to the people in the league.
Right.
I mean, we all like a little
31.142.
pat on the back, but that's just ridiculous. And he has a right to be out there. It's nothing personal, but it's just that that's why I don't run the Wednesday nights, even though that's probably where I deserve. I feel like if I'm midfield in the Cup, that's where I need to be, not top 5 in the other.
And Rising Stars, yeah.
Right. I did enjoy running that one race because I had 4 or 5 bad weeks in a row, and I was like, man, I must stink. Let me get over here and run one and see if I actually have any talent. And I ran good in it. I said, yeah, I'm okay. It's just bad luck. I wanted to do more for Roman this year, but it ain't falling. Last 2 weeks has been cautions when I'm in the pits. Been running good, and then the caution put me a lap down, and I'm fighting my way back.
Yeah, and I did it the one time at Rockingham.
Yeah, well,
I sent Joey Science for a ride. I gave him a ride.
Did you good? I'm tired of his.
So what happened, because you and I were running close together, right? We pitted together,
Right.
and I was right behind you. So going into 3, I heard somebody calling out, pitting. And it just, I don't know if it didn't click or if I thought he had already pit. And I saw you go high, and I'm like, so I dove down in there to try to pass you, and there's Joey, and I'm like, oh, shit.
Well, you're concentrating on everything's happening in a hurry.
Yeah.
When you get our age, things happen even quicker.
Right. Reaction time is slower.
I run over 35. Dustin one time, I run him right slap over while he was pitting.
Yeah.
You know what it is just because they call it out, you don't have time to be looking around at your relative box at that point, you know?
Right. And I wish they would call it out sooner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
or not at all.
Or not at all. So Thursday night, when I was running up, I think I was running 5th when Cody pit.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going into 3, and he's saying 64 pitting while he had a car. By the time he said it, I think it might have been Dusty or Miak that was below him, and he's like 64 pitting this lap, and I'm like, well, maybe if you call it out just a little bit sooner.
Right.
Like if I like to do it coming out of 2.
Right.
If you're going to call it out coming out of 2 so that people can get it, they know what's going on. But he was
he's trying every angle to win. Remember that with him.
Yeah, I know.
It's not about having fun and being with the guys. It's about showing Mom how good he is, which is cool. But there's the wall.
Yeah, so I've been running without using brakes, and I can tell that my tire doesn't like it. I'm gonna have to start using the brake a little bit.
Well, I stab it just to settle the car, just to flatten it
Right.
when I first go into a turn. That technique seems to work. I do it about everywhere.
Yeah, I do that during the race, you know, but to try to get a little faster lap.
Right. I turn in and then I start to, I just do it late. It seems to work. I guess everybody's style is different. All right, slow it down. Oh my gosh.
31.
Boy, these brakes on these Xfinities ain't nothing to write home about. That's for sure.
Yeah, so Roman says he's glad you're over here too.
Me too. Good. Maybe we can do something.
Yeah.
Do y'all have a Cody over here that runs away with everything? The races I've watched, it's never been one guy.
Yeah, so we have one guy, Adam Bolton. I think he's probably the best, most consistently running up front.
He's the owner.
He is the owner, and he,
088.
but he doesn't always, like, he'll start in the back a little bit and kind of work his way up and ends up in the front. I think he's 1, 2, or 3. So
It's going to be rough getting used to that 94 being good.
I know, isn't it? And then you have Tyler Burden in the 06. He's fast. So, you know, you have typical, 3 or 4 guys that run up front every week. But every now and then they'll have a bad race too. So
32.091.
yeah, I think I cooked my right front. Ooh, she's tight. There's the wall. There's the wall again. All right.
The 34 hasn't been more successful as a number. You know, Walter Payton's number and a lot of running backs, that number never really did anything. I think DiBenedetto's been running it lately, if I remember right.
Pit boxing right here.
Benedetto, yeah, I think he has.
But 34 before that, I don't really remember.
Yeah, so I ran 18 laps. My right front is at 78.
Evo, you in here?
I was 78 and 88, I think.
Yeah, I'm 78 and 89 on the right.
I think he just joined the session. I don't think he's on the comm yet.
Well, my in-game microphone ain't working. Let me see why. Are they talking to me?
No, they were talking about, they call him
Okay.
Evo, the owner, Boughton.
Okay. They call him Ebo?
Evo.
Evo, okay.
Evo, I'm not sure that's his nickname, so he was asking whether he was in here.
That's right. He's been out here, but he hadn't run a lap. Okay, that's who they're talking about. You're right. All right, let me do a push to talk. There, okay.
So we got the right idea, Eric. Roman says that Richard Petty says how he won so many races was use the brake to set the car and then get back on it.
Yeah, at Charlotte especially, I noticed the quicker I got back in the gas, the better it was, even if I had to roll it up a little bit. And I'm learning that's the way it at most tracks, man. But I don't like letting off. I don't like backing up the corner. I'd rather go in and brake harder. The problem is most people can't brake hard without causing the car to flop around. You got to learn to be smooth, quick, but controlled to where the car doesn't really do anything when you do. When you master that, you can brake late and keep your 4 wheels touching, you know?
Yeah.
And that's just getting the brake set just right. The pressure that you like, that you can consistently do over and over. And if you can hit that, man, you can stay flat into the turn, through the mid. You can get back half throttle mid-turn and then roll out. And it feels good, man, when you can hit it. That lap I turned, I had, when I brake, it wiggled a little bit. When it rolled back to the left, I rolled back into it and put it on the right rear, and I drove it all the way out of the turn, and it just stuck. Those are magical when that happens.
Yep. Yeah, when you get that thing set just right and it rotates around the bottom with the throttle,
Sweet.
that's about as much fun as you can have with your clothes
You
on, I think.
absolutely do not want to let off when it's doing
Right.
it either.
Right.
I've also had it where I'm coming out of 4 on some of these tracks, and I can see the guy behind me got to run, and there ain't a thing I can do about it.
Yep, I've seen that enough too. Yeah.
Just give him room, you know.
Yeah.
You think, well, he backed off of me going in. You go, oh no, he didn't. He was setting up the
Yeah.
exit.
He's setting up. Yeah, I did that a little bit today at Charlotte. I was able to kind of back it up a little bit, take a little high entry and hit her coming off and get a really good run on the guy in front of me.
That's what's nice
So-
about following somebody for a bunch of laps. You can try some different things and learn something.
Yeah.
You won't
Yeah.
you won't learn that if you're not following nobody because you
Right.
won't try it.
And then, well, Thursday night at Charlotte, were you shifting at all Thursday night?
No,
Yeah, so I had messed with it a little bit because I know a lot of guys shift there like the whole time to help rotate better. So, but I didn't until, let's say I was running 6th, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to try this. And I don't know, I did it 4 or 5 laps. Next thing I know, I'm passing Justin Horton for 5th again. So
Oh,
at certain times it
I
works.
I can't do it consistently enough.
I think that's my problem. You got to be smooth because, like you said, if you do it wrong, it upsets the car just a little bit, and what you should gain, you end up losing because of
Right.
You know,
you lose
upset.
a quarter of a second trying to wait for the thing to settle down.
right. So, but yeah, if you can get it, if you're smooth with it, it can help.
But you do it right 3 times, you gain a tenth, and then one time you mess up, you lose 2 tenths, and it's like, forget it.
Right. Yep. But it's all part of it, learning how to.
Now, if it's late in a tire run and you can't get out of the hole, can't turn up the RPMs, that's one thing.
Yeah. So you know who Casey Kerwin is, right?
He's the guy on iRacing, right?
Yeah. So
The Coca-Cola guy.
He won the Coca-Cola Championship last year. Yeah. So I like to watch him. I mean, he can run anything, anywhere, and that's why he was shifting like the whole time. He ended up finishing 2nd because he said he burned his right front tire up. But the guy that won the race said he didn't start shifting until after about 10 laps.
Did you notice, or did he say if he's shifting with paddles or
No, he's got a shifter,
regular sequential? Yeah.
sequential shifter instead of the paddles. Yeah, so he'll just reach over there, 4 times a lap. He would shift down into 3rd or 4th going into 1, and then halfway down the backstretch he's back into 5th going into turn 3. He's back into 4th, and then at the start and finish line back up to 5th. So he's shifting a lot. But
Man,
he said you have to save that right front because it'll help you rotate. So
well, he can take home the trophies and the clock. I'm not going to make it work. Turn it into a bunch of work.
Right.
Sounds like a bunch of work to me.
Exactly.
800
And-
shifts.
Yeah, and for me it was like it wasn't benefiting me enough to do it the whole race. But like I said, just at one point in time when I tried it and ended up, and you know what, I might have caught Justin anyway.
True.
Even if I'd have stayed in the 5th, I might have caught him anyhow. But
I think I shifted a little bit at Martinsville, and I could do it okay, and it seemed to help some.
yeah, so Richmond, I learned how to shift. I was shifting at Richmond in the Cup car. Maybe I should be out there turning laps instead of sitting in the pits.
Carrying on.
Yeah, let me get a new car and make sure I got fresh rubber. Okay. Tires say 100%. You got new tires, right?
I like that the race is later in the evening too.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah, you're on Central Time, right?
31.
That way, even if I'm doing something on a Saturday, I still almost got time to come in and
Right.
get in on it. I hate it during the work week a little bit because if I have to work late or something breaks, then there's a possibility. I think, but I've been pretty lucky in my job. I don't have to do too much. But at Jones all weekend, I'm like, I wish I had a race. Sunday night would be perfect for me, but I couldn't find anything that really had the good Sunday night stuff. Give this a shot. You gotta replace this toggle switch I use for my push to talk. One way it toggles into the game, one way into Discord and sticks.
Okay.
Chinese stuff. What I get by China.
30.5.
How do you like that Sim Magic by now?
I got the VRS, loving it.
Oh, you got VRS, okay.
Yeah, it's smooth. I can't say that it's nice to have. It's a lot smoother. You don't kind of feel the belts. The biggest thing is it just doesn't have any resistance except the in-game stuff.
Right.
I'm glad I got it. The biggest jump was from my old wheel to the 2.5. And this to that. What I like about this is that I don't feel like I have to baby it.
Okay.
It's the motor is freaking heavy and I don't feel like it's going to break. I always felt like with the other stuff I was trying to be easy with it, didn't want the belts to slip, all these things that come to your mind.
Right.
And I don't really have that with this. That's probably the biggest thing is I feel like I can just panhandle it.
30.654.
And I got it on that Unistrut thing I built. This thing don't move a bit any which way.
Right.
So I can crank it up. I'm not running it high, actually. I'm running it about 5 or 6 Newton meters, but the details there, the smoothness is really Cadillac feeling.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting me one of the 8 Newton meter CSL DE direct drives that they came out with a couple years ago.
That would be perfect. I don't.
Because I want to stay with the Fanatec because the pedals and everything, I like that they plug into the base because it gives me more control.
Right.
Fanalab.
I think that's a great. I studied on them, and I like the industrial look of the VRS. That
Right.
probably had me as much as anything.
Right.
But the DSL was right there, and I don't use no more than about 5 or 6 or 8, maybe 8 Newton meters sometimes for a short sprint. I like it, but
Yeah,
I think it's perfect.
The one thing that I read about him is that you can, because I've had to turn my force feedback down because of my bum shoulder I got.
Right.
So I was like, what's the point in getting a direct drive wheel if I can't get the full use out of it? But then I was reading that you can actually set where what would you call it? The friction you can turn down, but still get the detail with the direct drive.
31.743.
Right. That's what I get. I'm probably not running it any heavier, and I'm like you. My forearm will start to give me a little bit of a twinge, and I have to back it down because of my old muscles. But I think that would be perfect. And if you want to get the 5 Newton meter one, the power supply that I use on my CSL 2.5 is the same one. If you buy that upgraded power supply to move it to 8, it's the same power supply. So I don't know if your power supply on the Elite is the same wattage as what they use on the 2.5, but if it is, you'll have got a built-in upgrade right there.
Well, the thing with that is I'm going to sell my wheel to Daniel when I get my new wheel.
Okay.
So he's going to need a power supply with it.
Okay. Well, the other thing is eBay, there's a bunch of aftermarkets people have built for like $32.
Okay.
That'll work just as good, but you may not want to fool with, possibly mess up your warranty on something like that. So I think 5 would be plenty. I think you'd be tickled to death. I think the smoothness for the price of that is worth it.
Yeah. So I've been watching reviews on them, and the ones that I've seen, they said the 5 isn't really that big of an upgrade. You do get more detail
Right?
with the 5, but it's not that big of an upgrade from the CSL Elite.
I don't know if I believe that.
But
I
when-
believe the smoothness is incredible.
Right. But yeah, when you go to the 8
0.43,
Newton meter, they said it's like a big jump. So.
Now, you know it's the same unit. The only difference
Right.
is the power
Right.
supply.
It's just the power
Okay.
supply gives you more Newton meters, whatever Newton
So
meter
if-
is.
If you're setting the in game to in iRacing, if you're setting that
inside,
max
clear inside.
to say 5, and then you're setting your CSL Elite software to 100%,
Uh-huh.
and then you get the red clipping in the game, that is 5 Newton meters you're feeling in your hands. So
Okay.
if you don't have that in game set to 5, you set the in game to 5, and then the auto will tell you where to set it for the
Right.
clipping.
Right.
And then you put 100% in your CSL, you will be feeling exactly 5 at the max. So that's what 5 would feel like.
Gotcha.
If you don't do that, if you don't run your in game at 5 and you let it peg the meter and then put 100%, if you never get there, then you're not even getting the 5 Newton meters. You won't,
Gotcha.
the 8 won't make a difference. I think that what they say with the 8 is it gives you a little headroom and it makes the details more in the bottom. What I've noticed on mine is in iRacing, if I set it, you're supposed to set that thing to what your wheel puts out in the game, like 20 for me. But I set mine at about 5. And what
Okay.
that does, that makes that meter hit red sooner. It compresses the whole thing into 5 Newton meters. So if you set the end game to 20, and I set my software for my VRS at 20, then since I never get to 20 in the game, I'm never going to feel those little details because it's linear. I'll never feel it. So by going from 20 in iRacing down to 5 and then hitting that auto button, I've compressed the full bandwidth from little to big into 5 Newton meters. Then that goes into your software for your wheel. And if that's set to 100%, you're going to get 0 to 20, but compressed down to 5. And you'll feel all those little things from 0 to 5 that you would from 0 to 20.
Right.
That's where you get the detail without all the weight.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you might play with that sometime. You might, I don't know where do you run your iRacing in? Not the auto set, but the other slot.
Right now the wheel force is at 3.2 Newton meters. I thought I had
Okay.
it set to 6, but because that's what the base is rated at 6, right?
Right. So
I
if you got it
thought
set to
that's where I had it.
3.2,
Yeah.
and then you have it clipped just barely into the red, and then you set your CSL for 100%, that's going to be 3.2 Newton meters at its peak.
Okay. So you're talking about in the FanaLab.
Right. In the FanaLab software, you set that to 100%, and then what you do, you let iRacing send the max to your base. Your base is going to put through everything, and then that max you got set to 3.2. That will actually adjust what you get on your wheel, and what that does, going from 3.2 to 6 affects the auto. When you go in there and it sets the auto, if you got it set to 3.2, if you move that, you're going to have to, you'll notice will change. Well, what it's doing is compressing the little to big signals within that range. So if your wheel's set to 100% in FanaLab and you set that 3.2 and then you hit the auto and it just barely hits the red, you're getting 3.2 on the max things.
Gotcha.
And that's
Okay.
nice because that's how you compress all the little details so you feel them. If you set the iRacing to 6 and then hit auto to where it goes red and 100%, well, now if you've got a 1.5 Newton meter rumble strip, it's going to be much smaller because your range is 0 to 6 instead of 0 to 3.2.
Okay.
So it's not going to feel as big to you.
Gotcha.
So, whew, I cover it, don't I?
Yeah,
I get excited
yeah.
about something. I want people to learn.
Right.
But back to your original thing, I don't think you'll be dissatisfied at all with that if you want to go with the 5. And you can always buy that power supply after the warranty goes out. You can always go get one of those. I mean, it's just simply wattage.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen all those videos. But
Yeah.
the main reason I didn't get the CSL is I kind of wanted to get away from Fanatec just because
Outside.
I like the VRS, and I really wanted the VRS one.
Right.
But I knew I was going to get I wanted a solider rig, and I couldn't see putting a 5 Newton meter on something I'm building that's built like a tank. But in the end, that would have been just fine. And I thought this would mount better. The way in my mind I was going to build this Unistrut unit, this one would mount easier than trying to mount the Fanalab from the bottom. I'd have had to use a plate. The way I did it, I just went through the front. So I thought it would mount easier was another thing.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I think they even got them in stock now.
Yeah, I was looking at them, and I need to hurry up and get it on order because they have it on stock right now, and that's kind of strange.
Well, let's go to your neighbor and take a coffee cup and go take donations up down the street till you get it,
Right.
and then you're good to go.
Yeah.
Or if you got an old plastic bucket, get you some drumsticks, take it down to the street corner of the mall, put your hat down there beside it and play some. Maybe somebody.
Yeah, they would take money from me. Well, maybe they would pay me to make me shut up. That
It'd
might
take
work.
more of that for your bail to get out of jail, wouldn't it?
Outside. Outside is clear.
We got a little rainy weather on this in race tonight. Wonder if they did that because of how Charlotte is today.
Maybe. So, what was I going to say? Oh, I was going to say I could always do a fund me page, right?
GoFundMe. Make up some
GoFundMe.
sad sack story.
Yeah. Need a new wheel for my race car so I can make money because I race for a living.
All these kids today, they're so frail and fragile. We should join them. My anxiety is so high.
Need a safe space.
Right. Boot camp, they can't even yell at them. They got timeouts in boot camp now.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Yeah, my nephew he was in the Marines. A year or so ago, he got out of boot camp. But there was a point where if you said a certain word, they had to leave you alone. Marines.
Oh, gosh.
I know, it's crazy, man.
706.
I don't know what's going on. I hope our boys can fight when we have to.
Yeah, because if they're out there in the thick of it, that word's not going to save them.
No.
They can
It's
say
gonna
whatever
be
they
solid.
want, and it's not going to save them.
Well, we rely so much on technology now. I don't even think you see the people you're killing hardly like you used to.
Right.
.545.
Well, I didn't mean to come out here on the first night with a new place and put up a 1. I didn't really want to do that.
Go show them what you got, man.
Come play in their sandbox.
Take their toys. You'll be all right.
They'll blow me off here in a minute, probably.
30.549. .659. .826.
So what do we got? How many people have we got? 8? I'm 8, so we must only have 8 people out here.
Well, we'll get to try our long runs. I don't know if he gave us any fast repairs or what tonight.
I think there's one.
Okay,
I think there's one fast repair, 70%
30.968.
fuel. But here you get points for having the least amount of incident points in a race.
cool.
Yeah.
That could benefit me.
Yeah. So they seem to do what they can to encourage clean driving. Because they've
Every
got,
time I've watched
they
you
have a
guys, it
penalty-
has been.
They have a penalty system in place.
31.013.
They don't do points like Cyber, but you're going to end up, like if you screw up too bad, you're going to get EOLs on the following. You might get 5 races in a row where you're on probation. And, I mean, you don't get an EOL every race, but they watch you. And then, you know, you'll get an EOL depending on what you do, so.
I don't really ever concern myself much with that. I'm pretty good at that now. But
Yeah, you'll be fine. It's just, I like what they have in place to try to get people to not try to win the race on the first lap.
Right. I like that because you actually get positive points for being clean versus just negative if you mess up.
Right.
You can kind of earn a position for.
.599.
We got the time here. Let's see. Okay, we're fixing the wall here shortly. Do they do a drivers meeting and all that before or no?
No, they don't do any of that.
.508. .469.
Well, Richter just give it up. You don't see him anywhere, do you? Tom Richter. Racing.
Yeah, you know what? He's in a league that runs on Monday nights. He invited me over to run trucks. I forget where I saw him. There's a Discord that he is in. It might be Chop Shop. And so I shot him a message and just see how he was doing. And he's running a Monday night truck league and invited me over. And I was like, man, I got too much going on. Yeah, I just have too much going on. So
The problem is they all kind of end at different times, so you're always in the middle of one season ends, another begins.
yeah.
I like the idea of a paid league, but I'm afraid that paid people might come and go more often. But I don't know. They come and go a lot at Cyber too.
Right.
I do like a good broadcast, and man,
Sorry,
y'all got a
13.
good one here. And
I pushed.
even the Friday night league I'm
Pretty
in,
good.
they've only broadcast the trucks
Right.
on the Thursday nights, but it's really good too. And
Yeah, I got tight, man. My bad. I tried
how
to
come
hold it.
John doesn't? I know he wants to spot for you, but he doesn't want to run on Saturday nights.
I guess not, because I told him, if he should join us and race, when he left Cyber, give him an extra race to run. And he's like, no, I like spotting for you. So
Well, he does. He offered to do it, and he likes that.
he does.
For whatever reason.
Did you watch Wednesday night's race?
No,
Mark-
something come up with. Oh, my daughter's graduation was Wednesday night.
Okay, so Mark Morton won that one. and he was
Oh,
spotting for him when he did it, when he won. John was spotting for him, so they had a pretty good time there.
that's awesome.
They were on tire strategy. They thought they had him because he restarted. I forget where he was, maybe eighth. They had like 20 laps left, and he was the only one on new tires. But
Hmm.
by the time he got up there, he had, I don't know if he'd have won if they had a late caution. So then everybody else went in and got tires, and then they only had like a green, I think it was a green and white checker.
See, that's why I wish
And
Roman was in here and he could be mine, because then I could blame him during the race. I could go, all right, this car's junk. I could do he could say, I could say, what do you mean 2 tires? I need 4. And I could kind of get off the, it won't be
right,
all my fault.
yeah. So so then what happened? So Joey had fresh tires, and he restarted, I think fourth or fifth. And on the last lap, he went to pass Mark on the outside, and he ended up wrecking. And I guess Joey was kind of pissed from what John was saying. But looking at the replay, he did it. I mean, he tried to pinch Mark down, and Mark just held his line. And he, as far as I'm concerned, Joey took himself out. I mean, Mark didn't have to lift, right? I mean, he's going
No,
through his last lap, last corner. I mean,
absolutely.
you don't have to lift.
Mm-mm.
And he tried to pinch him down and ended up taking himself out. And then, but I noticed on the Discord that nobody congratulated Mark. There was nothing said about that win. I was wondering if it was because
That's probably
of that.
why a lot of times I try to do that every race.
Yeah.
I may go in there, I may do that and say, Mara, I just watched the replay and see where you won that. I might throw that up there. You think that's a bad idea this
No,
late?
no, I don't think that's a bad idea at all. I reached out to Mark and John, congratulated him, and Mark was like, yeah, well, John was like, spotting for Mark is just the opposite of me, because he said um, he had to calm him down every lap, because I guess Mark's a little high strung, especially when he got up, close.
He is high strung.
Yeah,
I just figured it wasn't going to be long before he had a win, because he's very motivated.
yeah, he almost won Phoenix. Remember, he dominated
Hmm.
that race, but then he burned
Hmm.
his tires up and ended up finishing second to Joey, I think, that lap. Or, yeah,
He's like the old Kurt Busch. He's going to drive it hard until it quits and goes backwards.
right.
The way old Kurt Busch used to do it.
Yep. Well, it should be about time. I mean, it's 9:04. Aren't we gonna?
Yep, it's like under a minute on the elapsed time of 104 and 6 seconds, so probably 50
Okay.
seconds.
Okay.
I should have started the back, but hell, I'm going to let it rip. Probably won't get mid-pack even doing that.
So here, of course, it doesn't matter here, but in the official races, you'll get a hard charger award. I think it's this one. Maybe I'm getting it mixed up now with Chop Shop.
They should only give that to people who actually turn a qualifying
Well,
lap.
that's the thing. That was what I was going to say, but I might be wrong. It might be Chop Shop that has a hard charger. Yeah, I think it is Chop Shop.
They should do the hard charger from the top 15 or 18,
Yeah,
not
so
the very, 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 very back ones.
yeah, well, you have to qualify in order to get that award. You have to qualify to get the hard charge award. But I don't think that's this league. I think I'm getting it mixed up with the Tuesday night trucks.
Where do guys go if they don't? Are there spare rooms on Saturday nights to be in, so they can pull you up for the interview, or where do you go?
Yeah, they do have some rooms. They have one called Driver's Lounge.
So I just have to mute myself in there if I was going to go there and be by myself. I know I can hang with you, but I was just wondering, because a lot of leagues, the 2 leagues I'm in, don't have a bunch of spare rooms. I was just curious how they do
Yeah, I
it.
don't know that they have a bunch. I think, there's quite a few teams in this league, and they each have their own room. But
Well, next season we'll probably do me and you can do a little 2-team.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's go out here and see what we can do.
That's what I'm going to turn the lap here. Good luck.
All right, buddy.
Green, green, green. Okay, here comes your first time lap. One more lap. 30.627. Checkered flag, checkered flag.
Look at you turn that one.
It's foggy, man. I guess I run good in the fog. You see that?
Yeah, it's great out here.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Yeah. One thing that you'll find also with this league is, like, you might be practicing in the dark and then qualifying in daytime and then racing in the dark again. Like, their times they don't run consecutive.
That's kind of cool. Makes you mess with your setup a little bit.
Yeah, it does mess with you a little bit.
Makes it more real.
Yeah, so Roman says he thinks it is this league where they have the hard charger because they keep talking about it during the race.
Yeah, I remember hearing it. So I believe it was this one. I put in for a 3-digit number, and let me go pee. And he said I thought you had to have a 3-digit number, but he made me pick a 2.
Yeah, I don't think they run 3 digits.
I thought they give you that for 7 weeks, and then you get a real one, but that must
Gotcha.
be some other place.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Alrighty. So is the stream still working all right? It says I've dropped some frames, which I don't think that's a problem for the most part, but sometimes it'll mess up. I'm dropping to the back now, Eric.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm 6. There's one guy left to qualify, I guess, but how do you turn a 30.093 in this car here? How do you do that?
You don't let up, apparently.
Something, man. They got something figured out. They have got something figured out. Alrighty. Yeah, I picked up a couple tenths from my practice. Yeah, I guess I need more fog.
More fog, yeah.
More fog.
I didn't drive it right to the edge. Probably should have. I might could have got one more tenth, maybe.
Kane Lee is good here. He won Thursday night.
Okay.
I like him. He's a good old Southern boy. He's got that Southern accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of those. I think the 24, Alan Holtzman, I think he's from down yonder. And then there's one guy, he's not here tonight. He's won at least one race. He just lives up the road from me, maybe 30 minutes up the road.
Cool. Nice.
Daga, Kane, y'all remember Texas boy, soft-hearted guy?
He is Southern.
Real bad.
Soft-hearted, he crazy as hell.
Oh, there's another one.
What y'all doing, man? Chilling in the Discord where you two should be.
Oh, we're supposed to be in a Discord? How does he get into?
I sent him an invite to it.
I appreciate y'all letting me run. Thanks, Evo.
Well,
Yeah, I'm happy to be here too. I appreciate you guys having me.
Race.
Yeah, I just got my B license right now, man. I keep getting messed up in these races, man. I'll run with y'all tonight, man. I'll back out early or whatever. You know, I won't mess somebody's points up or nothing.
No, it's just a fun race tonight. No backing out, bro.
Oh, okay.
He's second.
Records or checkers, man.
That's it.
No, unless you did, unless you completely wrecked, then I guess you had to back out.
I should pull a Mel Tillis
Hey,
and
what's
get on
the
there
link
and
to
start
that,
stuttering like crazy. Just to see what
Well, that's just sympathy.
here.
Yeah, check your Discord. I just sent you an invite to it.
Yeah, Tyler Burden in the 06. He's quick. He's good. I think he might be
Hey,
leading
Eric,
points.
welcome to ECR.
Oh man, I tell you what, I don't know if I could.
I'm at the other Eric, sorry. I didn't realize there were two.
He's talking to you, Eric.
Yeah, I hear it. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Well, he
I like
stepped on me
everybody
again.
else now. I don't know about South. What's up, Kane?
Invasion of the Erics.
Where's Kane at?
Yeah. No kidding. What's the chance that two people named Eric joined the league at once?
I'm the real one.
Kane, you got it? Eric, go check your Discord. Okay, I'm getting out of this.
Yeah, I got you there, man.
Hey, is my qualifying on count on this right here?
Yeah. You're going to roll off tonight.
Got some Southern boys in here.
Yeah.
It's funny. I don't think I sound Southern. Then I hear myself and I go, yeah, there you go. Dr. Phil.
Yeah. So when I first joined the league, before John was in here, after I would jump into the driver's lounge and then they'd all pile in there after the race and I'd just sit and listen to them and it was a blast. Just to listen to
It's
them
like being around a campfire.
Yeah. And cause I like doing that anyway because they'll talk strategy and what they did, like try to pick up some tips here and there, just sitting there listening. Yeah, this league gives you 10 minutes of qualifying, so you got time to go take a leak, get a drink.
I love it.
Yeah,
I like it slightly longer. It's longer fuel runs. Everything seems good about it.
Yeah.
Good broadcast.
Yeah.
And the races I watched always ran pretty good. There wasn't a lot of stupidity out there.
Yeah. All right.
But
Well, let's see.
I'll see you on the other side.
Yes, sir.
If we have a caution, I might bump back in. I'm gonna mute and then
One lap to
and
green. Line up
my
on the
mic and my
outside.
ears.
We're
But
putting
if we have a
plenty of
caution, I
fuel
might
to
pull it
finish
out
the
and see
race.
what you want to
Pit
do. Or
road
what you-
is
Sure.
closed.
Okay.
All right, buddy. Have
All right.
fun.
Yes, sir.
See you, Robin.
Good luck. All righty. Let's see what we got for these guys. See if I can hang in there without burning my stuff up too much. So we got 110 laps. Fuel run. I'll have to return some laps before I'll know for sure when I need to pit.
There are 4 additional sets of tyres for this race. Be smooth and have a good run.
I will try to have fun. I'll even try to go get him if it looks like I got a chance at it.
Catch up 9 car.
I've run so many laps here recently, I feel like I almost live here. I should know just about every inch of this track, I guess.
Get ready, going green. The pace car is off, be ready. Green, green, green. Car inside. Still inside. Clear inside. .336. .035.
Those cars are not as stable as the next gen.
.891. .756. 30.976. Thirty point nine seven four. .848. .113. .081. .173. .155. .386.
Racing up here.
31.62.
Hope they don't take each other out and get caught up in it.
.503. 31.783. .055. Car outside. Still there, hold your line. Keep low. Clear outside if you want it. 32.065. You're in fifth. .962. .828. .048.
You're welcome, Eric.
Surprised I passed anything with this fender.
I done popped the wall twice with the right front and got a little wrong with it. I can feel it. .061.
John was going to do some practice at Watkins Glen. He could have run here tonight. I don't know if he knew about it in time.
.038.
And the lap time's really falling off here. Stay up there, dude.
Outside. 32.202. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear outside if you want it.
Gotta wait forever to get
Car
back on the
outside.
gas.
Stay low. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. 32.473. Clear high. Outside. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear. .525.
This car's just pushing too much down here.
.43 foot. 43. 33 coming out.
Car outside. 32.394. Stay low. There is a car on the high
on the
side.
back strip.
Still there. Stay low. Keep low. Clear up top. .51. You're in fourth position. .364. .386. .399.
Car's a little bit of a handful right now.
32.505. Outside. Stay low. Stay low. Outside is clear. .68. 32.384.
Oh, Christopher must have took care of his tires a little bit better. Chased us down from way back yonder.
.617. You've got about 5 laps of fuel. 32.729. Car outside. Outside is clear. .746. Inside. Clear inside. .631. You're back in 4th position.
.24 pit. I mean the 9 car, or the 6 car, I don't know, one of them, 9 car, I believe. .808. You've got about 2 laps of fuel. You're now in 3rd.
Yeah, I'm afraid these guys have undercut us to where
94 pitting.
they're going to be ahead when this thing cycles through.
The leader's fitting now. Pit box in 10, 5, 3,
62
2,
fitting this lap.
1. Right here.
Ah, the tires are gone. Front tire is 56. Good grief. Good grief.
Okay, punch it. The leader's fitting now. One minute 5.127. 51.184. Car outside. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear.
All right, got the lead by a short bit.
51.419.
I just got to keep taking care of my stuff, try to keep off the wall. See how this plays out.
.002. .239. The yellow flag is out. They want you in single file. Closed. Pit road is closed. Catch the 94 car.
Pace car going into third.
The pit road is now open.
So I got 7 laps on these tires. Let's see what Adam does. If I stick with Adam, I think I'll be fine. Let's see what he does here. Yep. Okay.
Catch the pace car. Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Now we're all back on the same strategy again.
We're done. Get going. They want you in single file. Catch the 8 car.
I threw 4 good tires away. Oh well, it's probably going to make a difference. Yeah, I didn't see your text about getting right sides only. Didn't even think of that, but
1 lap to green. You'll be lining up on the inside. 1 minute 30.593. Catch the 13 car. About to go green, stay focused. The pace car is in. Green, 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 you're back in fifth. 1 minute 31.03. Car outside, still there. Keep low. Outside is clear. .258. .333. .082. .166 outside. Still there, hold your line, clear high. Inside. Still there. Still there at the bottom. Stay high to the car on the low side. 31.335. Still there, inside. Stay high. Stay high.
Oh, it's sketchy going through here on the high side. Don't like it.
31.147. Clear inside. You're back in fifth. Nice work.
I don't like it.
31.085. .065. Outside. Outside is clear. .209. Car outside. Still there. Still there, hold your line. Stay low, there is a car on the high side.
Well, I
Clear
sent it in
outside
there that
wanted.
time. Agreed.
.353. You're back in fourth position.
Yeah, I'm back and forth, probably burning my stuff.
.361.
Yeah, it worked. I wasn't sure there for a little bit. I knew he was tight on the high side, but in 1 and 2 he kept getting the run back at me. So
31.469. .364.
Furtec has disconnected. What is up with that?
.53. .676.
Eric going for the lead. Show him what you got there, Eric. These boys some more competition over here in this league.
.691.
I'm not used to seeing Adam this late in a run.
31.821.
I can try to follow his line and see what he's doing.
Thirty-one point eight three four. Thirty-one point nine six seven. Thirty-two point zero four eight.
That was a bad turn. Focus, man. Focus. Hit your mark. Focus.
32.314. .083. .155. .123. .186. .336.
This is fun.
32.491.
It actually is. Yeah, I'll probably pit with whoever pits first up here, as long as they give me enough notice that they're pitting.
.473. .345. .222.
94 sitting.
62 sitting.
Oh, stop.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right
43,
here.
Teddy. 43.
Car's a little better that run.
The leader's pitting now.
Come on, drop the jack. Come on.
Okay,
let's
go. Be mindful, you only have one set of tyres remaining. Outside. Clear up top. One minute 3.369. Go high. The leader's pitting now.
How did Eric come in front of us? Maybe he just took two.
31.169.
No, he wouldn't be going that fast. It was only 2 tires, I don't think. Not after having all that on him. .07.
30.863. You're back in fifth. .796. .004 outside. Still there. Still there. Outside is clear. .092. You're back in fourth position.
Let's go get him, Adam. Let's go get him.
.005.
I don't know if I want to pass him. I think he's probably saving his tires. So we'll have something for him at the end. But well, we got 20 laps to go. So can't mess around too much longer, I guess.
20 laps to go. .406. .331. .278.
Just turn it up a little bit now. .549. might be closing in on Eric a little bit.
31.466.
Michael has checked out.
Thirty-one point 559. Thirty-one point 778.
I gotta change my entry to one a little bit. And they're too shallow.
Thirty-one point 932. Thirty-one point 982. Thirty-two point 075. Got 10 laps to go.
Fight him, Eric. Slow both of you down. Oh well.
32.132. Thirty-two point 112. Thirty-two point 141. Thirty-two point 117. Outside. Still there, hold your line. Outside is clear. Outside. Keep low. Outside is clear. .737. Back in third. Keep hustling. 5 to go. .356. You got about 5 laps of fuel left. 32.216.
Been a while since I straight up beat Eric in anything. I will definitely take a third behind Mike
2 more,
and
let's
Adam.
go. 32.285. White flag, white flag. 32.252.
Podium for the Koblenz. Podium for the Koblenz.
Yes, sir. Where's my interview now? Come on now.
Damn it. We always do it when there's nobody watching.
Yeah. And that's some shit.
Very good
Yeah,
job.
so, man, I had a lot of fun tonight racing some of those guys.
Yeah, it was a pretty fun race.
I bumped the wall a little bit on that last run, or I'd have had something for him.
Yeah.
Woo!
I was wondering because
fantastic.
you were staying right with Michael there that second run, and then the last one I saw you pulled away from you. So
I
you
followed
hit the
him into the
wall.
wall there with about, I don't know, 25 to go. Apparently he didn't get hurt as bad as I did.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the race is over. Bring it on in.
I guess I got to stop.
Yeah, sooner or later we got to put on the brakes, I guess.
All right, I'll just pull down here.
Ah, that was great. Let's go see what's going on. See if they're in any of the discords. I want to go tell Michael that was some great racing.
Yeah, maybe we should jump up into wherever they're at. That was indeed a blast. All right, let me quit this. I'll fire it back up in a little bit and watch the replay of me passing him because I got pretty close to him, I thought. Going into one, it really pushed up and we got pretty close. So, but first, let me see if I can find where these cats are at.
Anyway.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, next Saturday we're at Gateway in the next gen.
Oh, great. It's all good.
Thank God, back to something I know.
Yeah, these things wallow around a little bit. You got to stay on top of them, seems like. All right, I'll see you guys. I enjoyed it.
Low tires too.
Good win, Dago. Have a good night, guys.
Yeah, I'm out of here. Good racing.
Good night. Had a lot of fun.
Oh, man.
Hey, Digger, you got a minute?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a second.
All right. I guess they're not going to hang around and talk too long. So, okay. Where's my replay? I just saved my replay. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Yep, that was a lot of fun. Like I said, I'll take a third to Adam and Mike any day. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay, now let's see here. What lap did I pass him? Probably with like 5 to go or something like that, maybe. Right here, I really got pushed up. I thought I was going to hit him. I did that petty paint proud tonight. Alright, so the pass that I really liked was on Kane because I had to set him up for it. See if I can find that one. There we go. So I went into 4, a little bit higher so I could get a run coming out, and it worked. Makes it so much more fun. It might have been right here. I went high and then got a run coming out. Thankfully, he didn't block me. I had a run. Yep, it sure is a good looking car. Can't find my mouse. Let's see. Yeah, I had right on Adam there for a little bit. And then I lost touch with him again. Yeah, that paint is one that I just got off of Trading Paints. I didn't have that one custom made. I just went on there and found it this afternoon. All right, well, thanks for riding along. Yeah, I think I'll get off of here and be ready to hit the bed here soon. But, yep, that was fun. And I shall catch you next time. Have a good night. Yeah, I thought too he turned it up a little bit at one point there, so. But that's all right. Sure was fun. So, all right, I shall catch you later.